Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 new prototypes that I got from the Cube owners. So iCubeMart has a really good relationship with a lot of the Cube owners in China, such as Diane, MFA, Type C, Alpha, those kind of companies. And so one of the craziest benefits, one of the craziest features is that we get prototypes from them. And I think you guys have seen that throughout the year. Like our Alpha CC competition or our Diane Jantra competition, where we gave you guys prototypes if you want. And prototypes are always hard to get your hands on, there's only a few of them, and so actually getting one is, even of an honor. So it's really cool that I was able to get 3 new prototypes, and so I'm gonna tell you what they are right now. So as you can see, there are 3 prototypes, and all of them are crazy special, crazy unique. And so we'll first look at the first one, and this one's of course a pyraminx, but then from which company? This one's from ShangSha. I know you're like, what? Like, it can't be. But actually ShangSha is dominated the cube market, so now they're gonna go on to these sort of cubes. These sort of puzzles. And you might think, how good can a ShangSha pyraminx be? This one's actually super crazy. It has a lot of features that other ones just don't have. It's like crazy dope. So then the second one is a Type C5 3x3, and the Type C5 3x3 is something special because I know it's already out, but then I thought it was still very important to talk about the prototype, to give you guys a little heads up. If you guys actually want to buy it, you probably want to know how good it is. And the last one is a Type F4. Type F used to be like, the king of the speed cubes for 3x3, but then recently they went down because their Type F3 just wasn't that good. So we'll look at how good this one actually is. So first we'll be talking about the ShangSha pyraminx. So first we can look at this one, and this one has a lot of features that other pyraminxes don't have. And I'm not that much of a pyraminx person, but I know these features because the owner actually told me all of them himself. So as you can see, one of the coolest ones is that the ShangSha pyraminx has a cap for the centerpieces, and you can actually tension it. So you can actually tension this pyraminx to your liking. And then also what he told me was like, if you're going to be taking it out, you probably don't want to hurt yourself doing it. You don't want to make cubing a risky thing for you. So then that's why he made like all these edges like all rounded, so that you can't like cut yourself or anything like that. So as you can see, all of these edges, all of these like corners are all rounded down. They're all not very sharp, as you can see that. And then all of these centers are really easy to take off. You just do this, like you would do with a 3x3, and then you just take it off. It's super easy. So this is also really good because it's equivalent. He said that it's like, it's really good if a pyraminx's pieces, like all its triangles, are equivalent. And I'm happy to tell you that every single one of these triangles, including the big, the face of the pyraminx, are all equivalent triangles. So it has a better feel, and it's just overall a really good pyraminx. And also I heard him talk about something like this. As you can see, this ball in the center, like that silver ball in the center, it doesn't come out or anything, so you won't have any problems with that. And then also, like when you turn it, there's this mechanism that helps it click into place. So as you can see, I'm turning the puzzle. I'm turning the puzzle, and then like if it's near it, it just like locks into place. So you can't overturn. And if you can't overturn, then obviously you can solve it quicker. Now with these 2 3x3s, I actually want to compare them because there's something that I've noticed. So like as you can see, before it was all about the Type F, right? Because it just had such an awesome like bubbly feeling and like a buttery feeling almost. And so it was really surprising when the Type F3 came out, and then it was sort of like an alpha cube, because at that time alpha was crazy. It was like really famous. It was really popular. So Type F made their cube sort of like an alpha cube because it was really crispy. So then not a lot of people bought it because it wasn't like a Type F. It was just like an alpha cube. So then when we look at these 2 cubes, I can promise you that immediately you're going to start thinking of a Diane. So Diane is dominating the 3x3 market right now, and then I think that the companies feel like if they want to beat it, they have to beat it at their own game. So then that's why they're making their cubes all like the Diane cubes. I think a lot of people like Type F, and a lot of people use the Type F2s and Type F1s because they brought something unique, and they brought like this buttery feeling, this buttery fastness, and then it was just like something different. And so that's why it feels like they've all started to try to copy Diane, but then I'm still gonna, tell you how it's like just by itself. So the Type C is actually really, really good. I think this one was lubed when they gave it to me, but it turns really well. As you can see, it's really quick, but then it's not so quick that you can't control it. So the turning, I would say, is equivalent to a juncture. There is no locking up, and so it's a really smooth cube. So I think this could be, the Type C5 could be a main of a lot of people. I think it might even have surpassed the juncture. But I'll tell you another thing at the end of this video, which will put Diane back on top. And the Type F was given to me stickered, and this one is really good too. So as you can see, Type F cubes were always like really smooth buttery cubes, but then this one is like totally different. As you can hear it, it just feels sort of like a Lingyun combined with the Guhong, and it's really fast. But then I think this one is too loose. It's still, I think they did a great job because it's buttery now, and so it sort of resembles the Type F feel, but then it's quicker now. The cutting on it is pretty good. As you can see, it's over 45 degrees and it still cuts. So the Type F4 is something that you should be looking at because it's really good. So these two cubes are both really, really good. It's just that I think it's only good because of the fact that it's basically a Diane cube. So that's my take on these two 3x3s. I think they're both really good, but it's only because they're sort of like a Diane cube. So that's all I wanted to say in this video. Check out www.icumart.com because we'll definitely be stocking all three of these cubes as soon as possible. And so what I was going to say is that Diane is going to be making their 6th. And they promised us that they will be giving us many prototypes just like the Diane juncture. They gave us a whole mess of prototypes to make an event for you guys. And that's what we're going to do. Before it comes out, they're going to give us the prototypes, and we're going to use those prototypes to do another sort of event so that you guys can get Diane 6 prototype, or you might be one of the first people to get a Diane 6 cube. So hopefully, we are doing things that you guys like, and if you do, please like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to there, and obviously please check out the site because we are going to be stocking everything you have seen here. Thank you for watching this whole entire video. I know I've been rambling a lot, and that's it. See you next time.